This will be an overview on the website Weebly. I use this in conjunction with School Loop to post assignments and basically just keep a lot of my work that I'm going to be using again in one consolidated location. I recommend signing up for the Weebly for Education account. So you could just go ahead and just go into Google, type in Weebly Education, and it'll be this first link here. Now all you have to do is give yourself a username, a password, and enter in your email. If you already have a Weebly account from their main site, you can just go ahead and log in and connect it to the Weebly for Education site. Once you've set up your initial web page, it will take you here. And I have a few sites going on now. And there's a couple things you can look at. Just with the freemium account, it'll give you just some very general stats as far as how many page clicks you've gotten, how many unique visitors you've had over the last month or so. You could upgrade to view expanded stats, but I've been fine with the freemium version. So I'm just going to go ahead and model what you can do with Weebly using my Avid site. So once you're ready to edit a site or change something, once you've created it, just click on the edit button and it will take you to your page. Over here on the left hand pane are bits and pieces you can add to your website. Some of them only come with the premium version like HD video, audio, and a search box, but for the most part you can build a fairly robust site with the freemium version. You can embed things or add things fairly easily like YouTube videos, text, you can link items, you can add in things with embed codes, you can add in calendars, and these are pretty easy to change using these boxes here on the side. So I'll just show you just again if I wanted to add in a YouTube video. I just drag the YouTube box over to where I want it. If I want it above this, I can put it here. If I want it to the side, I can put it here. So I'll just show you what it'll do. And it will automatically format the page for you. So you don't need to know any HTML code. If you do know HTML code, you can do even more with Weebly. But if you're a novice and you don't know how to use it, this is just a great way to just drag and drop things into place. And once you have a YouTube video, you just click here and then it will ask you what the link is and you just tell it what YouTube video you want to link it to. So here, if I found this great video on procrastination, I just copy the YouTube link and I drop it here, and then it will go ahead and insert the YouTube video in for me. Now if I want to move this around, I can just drag it, drop it into a new spot, and again it will automatically format it for me. If I want to delete it or get it off the page, I just click on the little X button. It's going to ask for a confirmation if I really do want to delete it, and you can say either yes or no. And there are a ton of other things you can add to here. A document, you could add in Flash, you can add in a poll, you can add in a contact form, images or a gallery, plain text or a title. If you wanted to link something, all you have to do is highlight it. So I'll go here to communication. So in this small piece, if I wanted to link communication to a website, I just click on the little hyperlink button and then I tell it where I want that link to send it to. And usually I click open in a new window so that it opens up a new tab and the student doesn't lose the page they were just on. The best way to work with Weebly is to just get in there and start playing with it. Once you're done with your site, just click on the publish button here in the upper right hand corner. And then you can go ahead and preview the site once you're finished. And it works very similar to Google Docs, where all the changes you make will be saved automatically. So you don't need to hit the publish button every time you're done doing something. If you're not done with the site, you don't have to hit the publish button. You can wait to hit the publish button until you're comfortable with your site. You can keep working on it, but the changes will not show up until you hit the publish button. And it'll give you the link here, which you can post on School Loop or you can give to your student. And this is what they'll see. They won't see the pane on the right side, or I'm sorry, on the left-hand side. This is all that they'll see when they log in. One of the other things that can be used in conjunction with the Weebly site is going to be your Google Drive. Now, if I go back to the website creator, you'll notice that Weebly has a box for documents, and I find it a lot easier to simply create hyperlinks to my Google Drive documents. And so I'll show you an example of that. So here I have my assignments posted for my Avid students for weeks 1 through 6. And if they wanted to get the syllabus, they simply click on syllabus and it will take them to the syllabus within my Google Drive. From here they can print or they can download the file directly to their computer. Now, the reason I find this a lot easier is if I make changes to my file within Google Drive, it'll save automatically, and when the student clicks on the link, it will take them to the updated version. If you use the Weebly document upload, if you make any changes to the document, you're going to have to re-upload that document to Weebly. So I find it a little bit easier to make the changes within Google Drive. And so here's just another look at it. I have it laid out a different way for them here. If I make any changes, it will reflect here in this grid, and I don't have to keep re-uploading through the Weebly site. So using it in conjunction with the Google Drive is a pretty powerful tool, and it makes things a lot easier for us. And finally, to add or modify pages, it's pretty simple. So if you just go to the Pages button, this is what my Avid site looks like. There are pages that I can hide from my Avid students so they can't see them, but I can still work on them. You simply click on the Hide Page in Navigation. If I want them to see it, then this will be unchecked here. And if you want to add something, you simply click Add, and you can select from either a standard page, a blog page, I don't use stored pages, or an external link. But if you do click standard page, so if you click add a standard page, it's going to add it here at the bottom. You can give your page a new name, but after that you can drag it and you can insert it somewhere else. If you don't want the page, you can delete it, or if you really like a page or you're going to be doing the same setup for another page, you can just do copy page. And the last thing is you can also share this with other editors. So again, similar to Google Drive, if you are working on this site with another teacher or an administrator or someone from another campus, you simply enter in their email. And in the freemium version, you're going to make them an administrator. Well, they'll be able to view and edit all the pages and settings just like you. In order to make them an author or dashboard view, you would have to upgrade to the Pro account. But again, I find if I'm working with another teacher, I'm probably going to give them an admin code. If not, then I'll be the only editor to my page. Oh, and actually one last thing. So Weebly is pretty friendly when it comes to settings on the mobile phone as well. If you're using Google Sites, when you use Google Sites, if you log in through your phone, it doesn't quite look the same as it does on a web page. But for Weebly, when you're in your page edit mode, so when you're editing your page, if you look here in the upper right hand corner next to the publish button, you can also get a mobile view. So if you or your student logged in through a mobile phone, what would that look like? And you can click here and it'll show you all the links that you had and what they would look like if your student was looking at it through a mobile phone. And you could even make some adjustments here. So if you want it to look a certain way on a mobile phone, you can go ahead and change that. But if you make changes here, it will also make changes to the desktop view. So you kind of have to bounce back and forth between the two, depending on what look you're going for. And if you want to get a little bit fancy, you can click on the design button and you can change the theme, you can change the font, and they come with all sorts of themes, and you can just have to play around and see which one best suits your needs. But that's the free Weebly for Education site, and I hope you find that useful.